Alright, today is a bit of a short one, although I say this and it'll probably still be 3 minutes like usual, and hope maybe comments, I don't know. But let's just get right into it. Warning against judging others. Don't speak evil against each other, dear brothers and sisters. If you criticize and judge each other, then you are criticizing and judging God's law. But your job is to obey the law, not to judge whether it applies to you. God alone, who gave the law, is the judge. He alone has the power to save or to destroy. So what right do you have to judge your neighbor? Alright, I'm going to a deeper explanation. James 4:11-12 teaches against judging or slandering fellow believers, emphasizing that only God is the ultimate lawgiver and judge. It highlights the dangers of speaking ill of others, equating it to judging God's law, and placing oneself in a position of authority that is not ours. Instead, believers are called to humility, mercy, and obedience to God's word. Don't criticize or judge one another. Verse 11 explicitly states that believers should not speak against or judge each other. If you're wondering what the word I just said, it's this word. I can't say, I've been trying to say, I can't, I've been trying.
Explicitly.
That word. Okay, there we go. We can move on. Judging equates to judging God's law. When we judge another person, we are essentially judging God's law and declaring ourselves as its interpreters and enforcers, which is not our role. God is the sole lawgiver and judge. Only God has the authority to make ultimate judgments about individuals and their actions. Focus on love and mercy. Instead of criticizing, believers should strive to show love, humility, and mercy towards one another, reflecting God's grace. Step down from the judge's seat. We are not meant to sit in judgment of others, but rather to humbly trust God's justice and extend grace. In essence, James 4:11-12 encourages believers to 1. Practice humility. Recognize that God is the ultimate authority and we are not in a position to judge others. 2. Cultivate mercy. Extend grace and compassion to others just as God extends grace to us. 3. Guard your words. Be mindful of the impact of your words and avoid speaking ill of others. 4. Focus on obedience to God's law. Seek to understand and obey God's commands rather than focusing on judging others' obedience. Here's how you can help others with their sin without judging them. Helping someone overcome sin is a loving act in the Christian faith, but it's important to do so without condemnation or self-righteous judgment. The Bible emphasizes restoring individuals in a spirit of gentleness and love, as seen in passages like Galatians 6:1-2. I'm going to put something else in the comments, and I would suggest looking at it if you want.